Krishna Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 being here this evening. ऐसे मला कम्प्युटर अमित प्रभू कुठे प्रभूजी मला कम्प्युटरला ऑलरेडी कनेक्ट केलं इकडे ठेवलं प्रभूजी असं बसेल ठीक आहे ते पोचणार नाही पाहिजे, हातामध्ये धरतो मी. जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी. जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी. यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन. यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन. यमुना जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ जय राधा गोविंद राधा गोविंद श्री राधे जय राधा गोविंद राधा गोविंद श्री राधे श्री रूप गोस्वामी प्राण धन है जय राधा गोविंद राधा गोपीनाथ श्री राधे जय राधा गोविंद राधा गोपीनाथ श्री राधे श्रील मधुमंड प्राण धन है रण राधा दामोदर राधा दामोदर श्री राधे जय राधा दामोदर राधा दामोदर श्री राधे श्रील चिं गोस्वामी प्राण धन जय राधा गिरिधारी राधा गिरिधारी श्री राधे जय राधा गिरिधारी राधा गिरिधारी श्री राधे श्रील रघुनाथ प्राण धन है जय राधा रमण राधा रमण श्री राधे जय राधा रमण राधा रमण श्री राधे श्रील गोपाल भट्ट प्राण धन है जय राधा वल्लभ राधा वल्लभ श्री राधे जय राधा वल्लभ राधा वल्लभ श्री राधे श्री हरिवंश प्राण धन है जय राधा बाके बिहारी राधा बाके बिहारी श्री राधे जय राधा बाके बिहारी राधा बाके बिहारी श्री राधे श्रील हरिदास प्राण आचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद His Divine Grace Srila Abhay Charanavinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. ISKCON BBT Founder Acharya Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Jayom Vishnu Pada Paramhams Parivrajaka Acharya Ashtottar Shata Shri Srimad His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Nitya Lila Pravishta Vairagya Shiromani Shri Srimad गौर किशोर दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय. नित्य लीला प्रविष्ट ओम विष्णुपाद सचिदानंदन श्रील भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर महाशय की जय. नित्य लीला प्रविष्ट वैष्णव सार्वभौम श्री श्रीमद जगन्नाथ दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय. श्री नरोत्तम श्यामानंद श्रीनिवास प्रभुत्रय गण की जय. नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर महाशय की जय. श्री रूप श्री सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ श्री षड गोस्वामी प्रभु गण की जय. प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय. सब भक्तों की जय. सब संतों की जय. श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपिनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की जय. ब्रजभूमि श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय. नवद्वीप श्री मायापुर धाम की जय. पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय. श्री गंगा देवी की जय. श्री जमुना देवी की जय. श्री भक्ति देवी की जय. श्री कृष्ण भक्ति प्रदायिनी श्रीमती तुलसी महारानी श्री वृंदा देवी की जय. कलयुग पावन श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन महायज्ञ की जय. Our most dear Hare Krishna महामंत्र की जय. जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद ट्रांसेंडेंटल बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की जय. निताई गौर प्रेमानंदी. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gaurang. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. जय जय श्री राधे श्याम. ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले सोहं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं. वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरु वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च. नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने. नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमा प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नामे गौरतिसे नमः. हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। 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 वासुदेव परा वेदा, वासुदेव परा वेदा। वासुदेव परामखा, वासुदेव परामखा। वासुदेव परा योगो, वासुदेव परा योगो। वासुदेव परक्रिया, वासुदेव परक्रिया। वासुदेव परम ज्ञानम, वासुदेव परम ज्ञानम। वासुदेव परम तपः, वासुदेव परम तपः। वासुदेव परो धर्मो, वासुदेव परो धर्मो। वासुदेव परा गतिः, वासुदेव परा गतिः। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय, कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय। हरये परमात्मने, हरये परमात्मने। प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय, प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय। गोविन्दाय नमो नमः, गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय, कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय। देवकी नन्दनाय च, देवकी नन्दनाय च। नन्दगोपकुमाराय, नन्दगोपकुमाराय। गोविन्दाय नमो नमः, गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः पङ्कजनाभाय, नमः पङ्कजनाभाय। नमः पङ्कजमालिने, नमः पङ्कजमालिने। नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय, नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय। नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्घ्रये, नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्घ्रये। आराध्यो भगवान् व्रजेशतनया, आराध्यो भगवान् व्रजेशतनया। तद्धाम वृन्दावनम्, तद्धाम वृन्दावनम्। रम्या काचिदुपासना व्रजवधू, रम्या काचिदुपासना व्रजवधू। वर्गेण या कल्पिता, श्रीमद्भागवतं प्रमाणममलम् प्रेम पुमर्थो श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभोर्मतमिदम् तत्रादरो न परा। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. You can see the screen now. Thank you, dear devotees, for being here this evening. We are still on the 10th verse of the 6th chapter of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. We are reading the purport.
Prabhu, we have few new devotees.
Yes, please.
Komal, she's Kavik, and her husband Karan and his parents.
Hare Krishna. Let us welcome Komal Mataji, Karan Prabhu, and his dear parents who have come all the way from. Parents have come from Bombay.
And they are expecting a baby next month.
Hare Krishna.
It's their first baby.
Hare Krishna.
We also have Kamna Mataji. She met us in Hanuman Mandir when we were doing Bhakti Sudhama.
Hare Krishna. Kamna Mataji. We will welcome Kamna Mataji also.
Who is it?
My son.
And what is your name, beta?
Vedant.
Vedant. Ridant. Well,
Yeah.
welcome Ridant. And who else?
We have one more family, Megsham and
Meghasham.
yeah.
Wow.
And Prabhuji,
Jai Meghasham Prabhu.
they are expecting baby too in a couple of months.
Hare Krishna. What is your name, Mataji?
Vinita.
Vinita Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Kamna Mataji is also expecting.
Haribo. Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra are going to appear. Hare Krishna. Very happy that all of you came. Anvika, you are the senior most baby here. We heartily welcome all these wonderful devotees and pray that may this auspicious day in the holy month of Kartik be an auspicious, glorious beginning to your blissful life of Krishna Bhakti. Hare Krishna. Thank you. So many wonderful devotees are going to take birth, and to take birth in a family where there will be Krishna Bhakti is a great fortune. And many times it is a devotee from previous birth who, when in the womb of the mother, inspires the mother and the father to take to Krishna Bhakti seriously. Because they were devotees in their previous life, when they are about to appear in this world, they make everything favorable for bhakti by first making their parents inclined towards Krishna Bhakti. And therefore, because 3 mothers are sitting before me, we must change the topic of Harikatha. Vraj means to move. Vrajvasis means those who change their plans according to Krishna. Joi joi pyaro kare, soi mohe bhave. Whatever, that is the Siddhanta of Vrindavan Dham. And we were trying to remember Vrindavan by singing the names of all the principal deities of Sri Vrindavan Dham. So I will change today's topic. I was first thinking of speaking Sri Govardhan Leela, half today and half Sunday feast, day after tomorrow in the temple. But today afternoon I came to know that His Grace Akhilatma Prabhu is coming this Sunday. He is a senior devotee who served our temple as a brahmachari for many years. Now he is temple president of Shiliguri, ISKCON Shiliguri in India. So he will be giving the Sunday feast. So I thought, oh, let me finish the whole Govardhan Leela today. And then I thought that's not possible. Impossible. So I was thinking what to do. Then I remembered Asha Mataji's words that we have to speak something else. Is Anjali Mataji there? Hare Krishna. And then I told our Keshav Madhav Prabhu that tomorrow instead of doing Kirtan, whatever slots I have, I will speak Govardhan Leela. So we will speak Govardhan Leela tomorrow because we just celebrated Govardhan Puja a couple of days ago. And today we will speak something for the mothers, Matajis. Is that okay? Hare Krishna. And I will try to please Anjali Mataji and Prabhuji also. Gurudev Prabhu also. Hare Krishna. Shri Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadabhaktaya Namo Namah. So let us go to another section of Srimad Bhagavatam. This will be the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. It will be the chapter where Lord Krishna enters Mathura. And you can see the screen now, all of you. 10:41:45 Srimad Bhagavatam. Everybody's ready? Sal, you are ready? Hari Bol. Special katha today for the Matajis. Please repeat. Shri Shukdev Goswami is telling this beautiful story to Maharaj Parikshit. Prahana sarthakam janma pavitam chakulam prabho pitra devarshayo mayam tushtaya gamane navam. Prahana sarthakam janma pavitam chakulam prabho pitra devarshayo mahyam tushtaya gamane navam. Abha. Prahana sarthakam janma pavitam chakulam prabho pitra devarshayo mahyam a great devotee, Sudhama, not the Sudhama who went to Dwarka. This is different Sudhama. This is Sudhama of Mathura. He said, O Lord Krishna, my birth is now sanctified. Sarthakam Janma. My birth is successful. And my family is free of contamination. Pavitam means kind of purified. Chakulam Prabhu. Hey Prabhu Krishna, my family is now completely purified. Pavitam. Now that you both, Krishna Balaram, have come here, my forefathers, the demigods, the great sages, Pitra, Deva, Rishis, are certainly all satisfied with me. Mahyam tushtahi. Why? Agamanena va. Because both of you have come to my house, my Pitris, my forefathers, all the demigods, the devatas, and all the great sages are happy with me. Yasmin tushne jagat tushtam. If Shri Krishna is satisfied, then everybody is satisfied. Yatha taror mula nisheshayena tiptyanti yat skandha bhujopashakha. When you water the roots of the tree, mula, then all the branches, leaves are automatically watered. So this is a beautiful prayer spoken by Shri Sudhama, a great devotee who lived in Mathura. Would you like to know the story of Sudhama? Haribol. Shri Krishna was in Vrindavan for the first 11 years of his Leela. One day, Akrur came from Mathura and gave a very heartbreaking news to Nanda Baba and Yashoda Maiya that actually Shri Krishna is not your son. He is Vasudeva Sutam. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansa Chanora Vardhanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. He is Vasudeva Sutam. He is the son of Vasudeva. His name is Vasudev. And therefore, he should go to Mathura to help release his parents Vasudeva and Devaki from the prison of Kamsa. What is he doing in Vrindavan when his parents are in jail? He is the only one who can save his parents. It is his duty that he should leave both of you and go to Vrindavan, go from Vrindavan to Mathura. Can you imagine the heartbreak of Nanda and Yashoda, who for the last 11 years thought that he is our Lala? But that we will discuss some another time. So Krishna got on the chariot of Akrur along with Balaram, and 3 of them left for Mathura. Nanda Baba and other elder cowherd men, as well as some friends of Shri Krishna, they accompanied. But they went in bullock carts separately. Akrur's chariot was not so big. It was a 2-seater. So Krishna's friends and Krishna's father, Shri Nanda Baba, and Nanda Baba's friends, some of them went to Mathura. Yashoda Maiya sent them with a promise that you will bring him back. That's why you go. As escort, so you can bring him back. Escort him back from Mathura. Because Krishna said, I will come parso. Day after tomorrow I will come. I am going today. The Chapa Yajna is tomorrow. And I will come back day after tomorrow, parso. So Krishna entered Mathura. When they reached Mathura, Shri Krishna told Akrur that you can go home. Akrur said, no, stay with us, stay in my house. Shri Krishna said, no, that we will do later. But tonight I will just camp outside Mathura with my father, my friends. So many Brajvasis have come. And I will just by myself go and take a stroll in Mathura. I will see you tomorrow at the Chapa Yajna, at the Yajna where the bow of Kansa was going to be worshipped. So Akrur said, as you wish, my lord. Akrur went away, and Shri Krishna, Balaram, and his friends, they were walking on the streets of Mathura. First time they had come to Mathura. All their life they had lived in a simple village, Vrindavan. And first time they are coming to the big metropolis city of Mathura, where there are tall buildings, there are big roadways, there are marketplaces, there are people who are very well dressed. So it was very interesting for Shri Krishna to observe everything. And they were just young boys, Krishna, Balaram and their friends. Nanda Baba and the other elder Brajvasis did not come in the evening when Krishna went for a stroll. It was just Shri Krishna, Balaram and their friends. And you know how boys are. They were just having fun. They were hanging out in Mathura. They met Kubja, but we don't have time to discuss that today. They met a Dhobi. We don't have time to discuss that today. And then they met a tailor, and we don't have time to discuss that today. Or should we? What is the time? Aparna would have said 8:30. If she would have said 8:30, then I would have spoken about all of these verses. Which is 8:30. Hare Krishna. So then Krishna came to the next person, who is Sudama. There are 4 Sudamas in Krishna Lila. There is the Sudama Sakha of Vrindavan, who is a Gopa. He's a cowherd friend of Shri Krishna, one of the 12 main Sakhas, Gop Sakhas. Sudama. There is a Sudama in Dwaraka, Sudama Brahman, Sudama Vipra, who walked from Porbandar to Dwarka to meet Krishna. He was with Krishna in Sandipani Muni's Gurukul, childhood friend of Krishna. And this is the 3rd Sudama of Mathura. So there is Sudama in Vrindavan, there is Sudama in Dwarka, there is Sudama in Mathura. And the 4th Sudama is upstairs with Vitthal Rukmini. When I came, I saw Amit Prabhu and Archana Mataji. Where is Archana Mataji? They have Vitthal Rukmini. There is one Sudama with Vitthal Rukmini. That story we will tell another time, right? Because we don't have time. Well, Pranamata said 8:30. So, Shri Krishna came to the house of... Actually, it is not fun if we go straight to Sudama's house. We have to go to everybody's house. So today, forgive me. If you are tired, there is prasadam upstairs. Take prasadam and go home. But tomorrow is Saturday. Huh? Haribol! Thank you! But next time you know what you have to say. When I ask you the time.
It's
8:30 a.m. Krishna said time I am. You are saying 8:30 a.m. Okay. Thank you. Hare Krishna. So let's go back. Krishna has just started his walk in Mathura. And on the street, he meets a hunched back lady. In medical language, it is called kyphosis. Her back is bent over like this. She's hunchback. And she's walking on the street carrying some things. But as she's walking, there is a divine fragrance everywhere. And Shri Krishna sees that she is a perfume maker, Gopal. Kubja was the best designer perfume maker in the whole world. She was so good that she was hired by King Kamsa as his personal designer perfume maker. All the perfumes that Kamsa wore came from Kubja. It is described that Kubja is an incarnation of Bhudevi, Prithvi Devi. And because the earth was overburdened by demons, Rakshasas, wicked Kshatriyas, big armies, earth had become overburdened. And what happens when there is too much burden? We bend down. So Kubja was hunched over because she was carrying the weight, excessive, unnecessary weight of all these sinful Kshatriyas on earth. So she was walking. And fragrance comes from earth. Where does mogra get its fragrance from? Where does rose flower get its fragrance from? Jasmine, lily, all the fragrances that we have in the agarbatti, that is coming from earth. So fragrance is a quality of earth. No other Panchamahabhut has the quality of gandha, fragrance. Water is odorless. Fire is odorless. Air, pure air is odorless. And space, ether is also odorless. So fragrance is only the quality of earth, nobody else. And because fragrance comes from earth and Kubja is incarnation of earth, she was hunchbacked and her profession was to produce fragrances. No one knew from where she got these fragrances, but they were amazingly divine. So Kansa hired her. Kansa did not care about her. He only cared about the perfumes. So Kubja, it's not that Kansa kept perfumes in his closet, in his wardrobe, and used them again. No. Every day Kubja would bring newer and newer fragrances for Kansa. Very good. So that morning also, Kubja was on her way to deliver, home delivery. Amazing home delivery of fragrances. And on the way to Kansa's house, Kubja met Shri Krishna. And Shri Krishna said, "Oh beautiful one." Nobody had ever called Kubja beautiful because she was hunchback. Everybody considered her to be very ugly, unattractive, unappealing. Shri Krishna was the first one who saw Kubja as beautiful and said, "Oh beautiful one, where are you going? And what are you carrying?" Shri Krishna knows everything, but still he is asking. Kubja said, "My name is Kubja and I am going to Kansa to deliver him these perfumes, Ittar." Shri Krishna said, "Me and my friends are simple villagers. We have never applied perfumes. Today we would like to decorate ourselves with nice perfumes that you are carrying. Can you give those perfumes to us instead of Kamsa?" That was a very bold request. And Kubja, without a second thought, said, "Oh Krishna, all these perfumes are actually for you. Everything belongs to you in this world. I will happily give these perfumes to you, but let me choose which perfume I give who. I will give perfumes not only to you, but to your elder brother Dauji also, and to all your friends. All of you will get perfumes today." And she took very bright yellow, orange perfumes for Shri Krishna because Krishna is dark in color. He is Ghansham. Meghasham. He's Ghansham, like the dark clouds. So she took all these fragrant oils and applied them to Shri Krishna's body so that Shri Krishna's body would look fragrant, would have fragrant aroma, but also would look very attractive because these oils were contrasting with Shri Krishna's dark complexion. So she made beautiful gopi dots with these perfumes mixed with chandan. She, like a pujari, did shringar, decoration of Shri Krishna. Haribol. And then she took dark colored perfumes and applied them to Shri Balaram, who is very fair in color, to create nice contrast. Which means a pujari has to do things very tastefully. Not just randomly any perfume. No. It has to be done very individually, in a very tasteful, personalized way. That is bhakti. Kubja did that. And likewise, she gave wonderful perfumes to all the friends. of Shri Krishna Balaram. They were so happy. They were all calling each other, hey, try my perfume, smell this, so nice. Hey, did you smell mine? This is better than yours. They were all having fun, these boys. And ultimately they were saying, Krishna, Balaram, you smell so nice. Naturally your bodies are fragrant, but now with the perfumes you are smelling even better. In this way, these boys had a lot of fun. As they were conversing and having fun, Shri Krishna, who is the original chiropractor, he went to Kubja and placed his lotus feet, his soft lotus feet, on the tip of the toes of Kubja and placed his hand on her chin and very gently gave a small tug. And that was the original spine surgery for correction of kyphosis, severe congenital kyphosis. And Kubja instantly became straight. She became tejasvi, effulgent, and very beautiful. What Krishna said initially, oh beautiful one, that came true. Because Shri Krishna is Satya Sankalpa. Whatever he says becomes true. So Kubja became very beautiful. There is an important lesson in this, my dear friends. Krishna saw Kubja for the first time and said, oh beautiful one. Which means Shri Krishna can see the potential in all of us. Today, that in the holy month of Kartik, all of us are sitting together, it means we all have potential to become serious, sincere devotees. And Shri Krishna and Radharani, Srimati Radharani, they are seeing that. Krishna sees the potential in everyone. Tomorrow is the divine Tirobhav Tithi, disappearance day of our founder Acharya. His Divine Grace, Srila Abhay Charanarvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada. And Prabhupada saw potential in the hippies. The greatness of a Vaishnava is about seeing potential in others. Not to use them for our purpose. अरे ये पैसे वाला है, इसको प्रमोट करो, फायदा होगा. ये अच्छा गाता है, इसको प्रमोट करो. अपने ग्रुप में कीर्तन का प्रॉब्लम नहीं. Not to see potential in others for the sake of exploitation, but to see the potential in others to help them find their potential and make advancement and make meaningful contributions. All of us have potential. All of us have talents. Some are known, some are unknown. And Krishna consciousness means to find those talents and fan the spark. Fan the spark. Haribol. That is what Shri Krishna is teaching us through Kubja. So Kubja became happy, Krishna became happy, and who became angry? He was still waiting. No perfume. So Shri Krishna went on after delivering Kubja. Kubja gave beautiful fragrances to Krishna, and Krishna gave Kubja prema bhakti, love for him. That is the greatest gift that Krishna can give. When Krishna is happy, when Krishna is pleased with someone, Krishna gives bhakti. Prema pumartho mahan. The greatest artha, the greatest wealth is prema. We say, by Krishna's mercy I got green card. By Krishna's mercy I got bonus. By Krishna's mercy, mortgage rates fell. By Krishna's mercy, 401k is doing 25%. We see all these things as Krishna's mercy. How many of us have said, by Krishna's mercy I failed the exam? By Krishna's mercy I got laid off. By Krishna's mercy I got cancer. But actually, Krishna's mercy comes in all forms. We see Krishna's mercy according to our taste, according to our conditioning. But bhakti means to see Krishna's hand in every situation. Sampade, vipade. story comes to mind about that minister of the king who had this habit of always saying, anything happens, it's Krishna's mercy. It's Krishna's mercy. It's Krishna's krupa. And one day, the king was practicing archery, and somehow the king did not release the bowstring properly, and the string of the bow cut his thumb, created a big laceration on his thumb. Started bleeding, and he could not move his thumb properly. Vaidya was called, and the minister was saying, Krishna's mercy, Krishna's mercy. Your finger got cut, Krishna's mercy. And the king was so upset with this minister. He was his private secretary, that minister. He said, my finger got cut, I'm bleeding, I'm in so much pain, and this fool is saying it's Krishna's mercy, throw him in jail immediately. Vaidya comes, puts haldi and bandage and everything. And after the archery practice, the king is supposed to go on a hunting expedition. So king goes for a hunting expedition. There somehow he gets separated from the rest of the team, and some aborigines catch him and they say, we will do Narabali. We will sacrifice him on the altar. And before that you are given a snan, a sacred bath. And when they are doing that bath, they have to remove all the clothes and make sure all the angas are intact. And then, he's got a big cut on his thumb. This is not a proper offering for Chandi Devi. Rejected. Find some other Narbali. Find some other human sacrifice. So they released the king. The king came back and he realized that the words of the minister were so true. Because of the minister's word that this is Krishna's mercy, I was saved, otherwise I would have died. Better to have one's life intact and have a small laceration which will heal in a few days than to not have a laceration and get killed. He said, immediately release the minister. He is very wise. Yes, this was Krishna's mercy. And the minister comes and the king says, what you told me was perfect. This is Krishna's mercy. But tell me, when I sent you to jail, how that was mercy? Unnecessarily you had to be in jail. You had never been in jail. You had to live in jail with all the prisoners. How that is mercy of Krishna? He said, Maharaj, wherever you go, I am always with you. You had a laceration, I did not. I would have been the Narbali. So whatever happens is Krishna's mercy. We should not see Krishna's mercy only based on what suits our expectations. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, Yomam pashyati sarvatra sarvam chamai pashyati tasyaham pranashyami sachamena pranashyati. One who sees me, everything and everything in me, for him I am never lost, nor is he ever lost to me. Yomam pashyati sarvatra sarvam chamai pashyati tasyaham na pranashyami sachamena pranashyati. Third puja. Then Shri Krishna goes ahead and he sees a garment maker. And that garment maker was so happy to see Krishna. And Krishna says, whose clothes are these? He said, I am a tailor. And Kansa thinks I am the best tailor in Mathura. So he has hired me. My job is to supply wonderful, opulent, luxurious clothes for King Kansa. Each cloth is the finest silk. Last time we discussed what was the quality of silk. Who remembers? Yes, Maithili? Deshmukh? Mataji? It used to fit through a ring, yes. It was so fine, such fine quality silk, you could roll it up and pass it through a finger ring. Saral Prabhu. The cloth, silk cloth was so fine, nice quality कि एक अंगूठी में से उसे हम डाल सकते थे एकदम सरलता से. That was the quality of silk. And each silk cloth of Kansa was embroidered with real gold, real pearls, diamonds, rubies, very special clothes. Something like our Nishikant Prabhu's kurta. Very opulent. Shri Krishna told this tailor that indeed these clothes are very nice. I wonder if they will fit me. And this dhobi said, actually all these clothes were stitched thinking of the Supreme Lord. And seeing you, I feel you are the Supreme Lord. Therefore all these clothes are for you. Please take them. And he chose clothes that matched with Krishna's complexion, just like Kubja. And very tastefully offered Krishna yellow, bright yellow clothes. And Balaram, bright blue clothes. Because Balaram is very fair, so blue color, dark blue color suits Balaram. And because Krishna is dark, light colored clothes, yellow clothes, they fit. They suit Sri Krishna complexion very nice. So Pitambara Dhara Hari. Like that, very tastefully he gave clothes to Krishna Balaram. And he said, wait, I have many clothes. Krishna's friends should also get new clothes. You have come to Mathura, so accept these new clothes. You are going for a walk, wear nice, fashionable Mathura style, new clothes and walk in Mathura. So he gave all of Krishna's friends nice clothes, fitting them, their size, perfect. Krishna and his friends became very happy. And Shri Krishna blessed. Just like he blessed Kubja, he blessed this sewer, the tailor, that may you have pure bhakti for me. That is the real krupa. When Krishna gives bhakti. Because all other gifts are temporary. If Krishna cures our disease, is it that we will never die? No. One disease is cured, next disease is there. Once my Guru Maharaj was told that Srila Radhanath Swami Maharaj, he was told someone was suffering from a disease and that disease got cured. So that devotee told Maharaj that Maharaj, this disease was like an insurmountable ocean. I felt I could never cross it. But by the mercy of Radha Gopinath, I have crossed this ocean. Maharaj said, very good, you have crossed this ocean of disease. But now that you have crossed this ocean of disease, now you will encounter a mountain of disease. You cross the mountain, you see another ocean. You cross the ocean, you see another mountain. The moral of the story is, in material life, there are always problems. There will never be a time when there are no problems in our life. Dukkhalayam ashashvat. It's the nature of the word. It is dukkhalaya. It is not sukhalaya. It is not anandalaya. It is dukkhalaya. Ananda Swarup is only Krishna. Sat Chit Ananda Vigraha. Namam Ishwaram Sat Chit Ananda Rupam. Hari Bol. That is only with Krishna. Yagdatvan anivartante tadhama paramam. Shri Krishna and Balaram continued walking. And they came to Dhobi Ghat. Hari Bol. But this was a special Dhobi Ghat. It was only one Dhobi. And his duty was to wash the clothes of Kamsa. Apparently Kamsa reused some clothes. That was Dhobi. So Krishna went. Even though Krishna has nice clothes, he gave a chance to that Dhobi. He said, oh Dhobi, what are these clothes for? Do you mind giving us some clothes? We are just simple villagers. We have never seen such nice clothes. It would be very nice if you can give some clothes to us. That Dhobi went into a fit of rage. He said, you Adivasi, you uncultured villagers, how dare you come to Mathura and ask for the royal clothes of King Kansa? Such audacity? Go away from here. Otherwise I will call the soldiers of King Kansa, and right now and right here they will arrest you. Go and graze those cows in your village. You have no place in Mathura. Out of here. Shri Krishna took a step towards that Dhobi and gently touched him on the neck. And just by the touch of Shri Krishna, his head fell off from his body and he died. And then Krishna took took some extra clothes and walked away with his friends and Balaram. This teaches us that Krishna will take away everything anyway. Mrityu sarva haras chaham. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, in the form of death, I come and I take everything. Therefore, it is better that manasa deha geha jo kichu mor arpilu tu apade nanda kishore. It is better that our body, mind, house, family members, wealth, everything we voluntarily offer it to Shri Krishna. Because everything belongs to Krishna. Aham sarvasya prabhava, mata sarva prabhava. Krishna is the owner of everything. Sarvaloka Maheshwar. So better we offer everything to Krishna voluntarily. Lot of ground to cover.
About the Bhubi, I heard he is related to the pastime in Ramayana. So I was just wondering if that's true.
Haribol. Yes, we will get there. So Shri Krishna will take away everything eventually. It is better that we offer everything to Krishna right now, voluntarily. That is called Atma Nivedana, Sharanagati. Krishna killed him and took everything, because everything belongs to Krishna. Also, once my Guru Maharaj was asked, why did Krishna behead him, kill him? For not giving clothes. Do you behead somebody for not giving clothes? So Srila Radhanath Swami Maharaj replied that he was talking as if he had lost his head. So Krishna made it come true. He was speaking to Krishna as if he had lost his head. So Krishna just did the needful. He became headless. And then Shri Krishna came to the house of Sudhama. And Sudhama was a garland maker. He used to make garlands. Now, making garlands is a skill. All the flowers have to be soft, fragrant, fresh. The color combination should be perfect. Size has to be proper, shape has to be proper. So this was Sudhama, the best garland maker of Mathura. Haribol. So he was specially recruited by King Kansa to make garlands for him and his family members. So he was sitting in his shop and making garlands. That's when Shri Krishna appeared there. And Shri Krishna said, I have everything. I have new clothes, I have fresh perfume, but I don't have garlands. Everything is incomplete without garlands. So Shri Krishna went to this Sudhama, garland maker, and said, Sudhama, do you mind giving some of your beautiful garlands to me and my friends? And this is what Sudhama replied. That brings us to this verse. This was Sudhama's reply. That my Lord, you are asking me for garlands. You have come to my house with Balaram and your friends. Today my life is successful. Today my family is successful. Today this house is successful. Today my forefathers are happy. Today all the devatas are happy with me. Today all the rishis are happy with me. Today my life is successful. Swagatam suswagatam. And then Sudhama gave Krishna the best garlands. These garlands came all the way to Krishna's knees. When we meditate, Namaha Pankaja Maline, in that shlok, we should meditate on Shri Krishna wearing a garland of lotus flowers that comes all the way to his knees. That's how Krishna wears garland. It comes all the way to his knees. Haribol. And he gave Krishna, then he gave Balaram garlands and gave all of Krishna's friends beautiful, beautiful garlands. They all became very happy. And Krishna said, my dear Sudhama, ask me for any benediction. You have offered such beautiful flower garlands to me, my brother and all my friends. Ask me for any benediction, I will give you. Would you like to know the benediction that Sudhama asked for? Why don't we see the verse that directly and recite that verse? That will give us the greatest benefit. You ready? This is 10, 41, 51. Very beautiful verse of Srimad Bhagavatam. Sopi vavre chalam bhaktim tasmin eva khilatmani tad bhakteshu cha sauhardam bhuteshu cha dayam param. When Lord Krishna said, Sudhama, ask me for any benediction, this is the shlok that Sudhama spoke. These are the words of Sudhama. Shri Sudhama said, I want unshakable devotion for Shri Krishna. Achalam bhakti. Not shaky bhakti. When we are with devotees, bhakti. When we are with karmis, we became non-devotees. No. Achala bhakti. Unshakable bhakti. Achalam bhakti. And friendship with his devotee. Bhakteshu cha sauhardam. I want friendship. Sauhardam means friendship with Krishna's devotees. And third thing is bhuteshu cha dayam. And for all living entities, daya. Let me behave with everyone with kindness and compassion. Let me make friendship with Krishna's devotees. And let me have bhakti and love, devotion for Shri Krishna. What are the three things that Sudhama asked for? That is what here. So beautiful, na? Love and devotion for Krishna, friendship with Krishna's devotees, and compassion on all living entities. Shri Krishna said, my dear Sudhama, today I give you all this, and you will never have to work for Kansa. You will never have to work, you can retire. There will be unlimited opulence in your house. You are making these garlands to make a living, don't worry. Your bank balance will never exhaust. Akshay. You don't worry. You don't have to work. Krishna says, you don't have to work. Nobody in your family will have to work. You just do bhajan. You want bhakti? Now just do bhakti. Don't worry about anything else. I will take care of everything. Yogakshamam vahamyam. Hari Bol. You like this verse from Bhagavatam? You like this prayer? This is the prayer that we should have. That may I have unshakable bhakti. Achalam bhaktim. Bhakteshu sauhardam. Let me have friendship with Krishna's devotees. And bhuteshu cha daya. And let me behave with everyone very kindly with compassion. And greatest daya is to connect them to Krishna. Means let me preach to those who don't have bhakti. Those who have bhakti, let me make friendship with them. And let me pray to Krishna for bhakti. Hari Bol! Bhakti center of Bhakti. Bhakti is everything. It is a paro dharmo. It is the highest dharma. Savai pumsam paro dharmo yato bhakti radhokshani. So all of you like this story, Matajis? Do you think the class is over? Hare Krishna. Many years ago, around 2000 years ago in South India, in the holy place of Sri Rangam. How many of you have been to Sri Rangam? Well, I have not been, sorry. In Sri Rangam, one guru was giving Bhagavatam class. And he was reading these verses from Srimad Bhagavatam. 41st chapter of 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. And he narrated the story of Sudhama. How he offered flowers to Krishna and satisfied Krishna by offering flower garlands. Simple story. One person was sitting in the audience, and when he heard this story of Sudhama, he felt very inspired. Srila Rupa Goswami writes in Bhakti Rasamrita, there are 64 limbs of bhakti, and any one limb is enough, paripurna in itself. Each limb of bhakti, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, all of them by themselves individually are paripurna. They are sufficient to give us Krishna. Bhajanera Madhyashresh, Navavidha Bhakti, Krishna Prem, Krishna Dite, Dhare Mahashakti. All these limbs of bhakti, Ajay Prabhu, can deliver us Krishna. Amazon delivery of Krishna. It can come by practicing any one limb of bhakti. No need to practice many limbs. One bhakti limb properly, we saw last time. Eko pi Krishnasya krita pranamo dashashvamedhava bhritena tulya dashashvamedhi punareti janma but Krishna pranamina punarbhavaya. So means just one limb of doing pranam, which is one of the 64 limbs, you can get Krishna. Haribol. So this person who was listening to this Bhagavatam class and he heard this story of Sudhama, which all of you heard, he felt so inspired. He said, Chalo, from today I will devote my life only to offer flowers to Shri Krishna. And he made it the mission of his life to offer flowers to Lord Ranganath. He bought a plot of land in Srirangam and started cultivating a garden there. And there he planted beautiful flower plants in such a way that every day of the year there will be plenty of flowers. He planted many tulsi plants so that every day there will be tulsi leaves and tulsi manjaris. He cultivated a beautiful garden with most fragrant, attractive looking flowers and tulsi. And every day he would make one garland. He would take a clean thread, a clean needle. He would put a big carpet like this. He would arrange heaps of flowers, Shreya. And he would sit down in the morning after doing his chanting, snan, Gayatri, everything. He would sit down and for hours he would make one garland every day. It would take him hours, Nishikant Prabhu. Because he would first meditate. Today's garland should be like this. Then there is a blueprint in his mind. Then he would take the needle and start. This flower, that flower, this flower, that flower, this color combination. And it used to be a big garland, Revati Priti Mataji. So it would be offered to Lord Ranganath and come all the way to Lord Ranganath's knees. And he would take that garland to the temple and offer it to Ranganath. This was his seva every day. Make one perfect garland and offer it. Name of this devotee was Vishnu Chitta. He made offering flowers to Krishna as the mission and service of his life. Only one anga, that I will make garlands of tulsi leaves, tulsi manjaris and different fragrant, soft, fresh flowers from my own garden and offer it to him. Sometime later, he was digging some soil in the garden, and when he went under a tulsi plant, he saw a beautiful girl. He didn't know where that girl came from. So he just took that girl as Lord Ranganath's mercy and accepted her as his daughter and started taking care of her. Her name was Anna. Very famous devotee in South India. One of the only Mataji Alwar out of the 12 Alwars. Andal. And from her birth, this Andal was very, very devoted to Lord Ranganath. She loved Lord Ranganath. She was a pure devotee. And that brings us to the Matajis. How great devotees are attracted to great devotee families. One day, Vishnu Chitta noticed when he came to fetch the garland, he used to make the garland and he used to make garland for hours and hours. He would get tired, he would start sweating while making the garland. So after making the garland, he would keep the garland in a place and then he would go take a shower and come, pick up that garland in a big tray and take it to Lord Ranganath. So when he took bath and came to pick up that garland, he saw that his daughter Andal, who was around,
wearing that garland.
She was wearing that garland and looking at herself in the mirror. How it looks, how it feels. And this Vishnu Chitta, he was shocked. Andal, what are you doing? That garland is to be offered, it's not been offered yet. You wear garlands that are already offered, prasadi garlands, not garlands that are meant to be offered to the Lord. You have committed a big offense. Now, that garland has touched you, you have worn it, it has touched your hair. That garland cannot be offered to Lord Vishnu. So today, Lord Ranganath will not get any garland. because he used all the flowers of that day for that one garland. It was his magnum opus for that day. One garland he used to make, and that has been contaminated. So he was very disappointed with Andal. But that night, Lord Ranganath appeared in his dream and chastised him. Why did you not bring garland today? He said, my lord, in the dream, my lord, the garland was not offerable to you because my daughter wore it before you could wear it. So I couldn't bring it to you. And Lord Ranganath told him, Vishnu Chitta, the only reason I wear the garlands that you offer me is because before you offer me every day, Andal wears them. And she wears them to try them out to make sure there are no hidden thorns, there are no hard leaves, there are no hard corners anywhere in the garland. It's not too heavy, it is fragrant, the color combination is good, it looks good. She wears it to try it out before it is offered to me, for my comfort. And you chastise her? Immediately go and bring that garland to me, what she had worn. So poor Vishnu Chitta at night, he got up, took that garland that he had put away and went and offered it to Lord Ranganath. Such was the love of Lord Ranganath for Andal. And later on, when Vishnu Chitta was looking for a girl, was looking for a bridegroom for his girl, Andal told him that I have already given my heart to the Supreme Lord and I will only marry Shri Krishna. I cannot marry and accept as my husband any mortal of this world. I have already given my heart. So Vishnu Chitta says, who do you want to marry? She said, I cannot take my husband's name from my own mouth. It is against the Vedic culture. So Vishnu Chitta said, okay, my dear daughter, I will chant the names of all the important deities in South India. And then you just nod when you hear the right name. He said, Lord Varadaraj. And she was like this. Lord Venkateshwar. She was like this. And then after naming few more deities, when Shri Vishnu Chitta said, Shri Ranganath Swami, tears of love came and flooded the eyes of Andal. Her hair stood on end, she started trembling and started manifesting symptoms of bhav, ecstasy. And Vishnu Chitta understood that she has given her heart to Lord Ranganath. And that night, in the dream of the head pujari of Lord Ranganath came and said, I want to marry Vishnu Chitta's daughter Andal. Next day morning, a whole procession came from Ranganath temple to take Andal to Lord Ranganath. And she was taken in a procession and she was married to Lord Ranganath. And when during the Kalyanam, as she came near Lord Ranganath, her body entered into the body of Lord Ranganath and she disappeared from this world. Very good. This was the glory of Andal. She was so pure. But everything started, my dear friends, from hearing the story of Sudhama, the garland maker. That was the seed, how Vishnu Chitta got his bhakti. And I would like to tell you, because we have three Matajis, the story of Sudhama. Sudhama, according to Garga Samhita, in his previous life was a Mali, a gardener, just like Vishnu Chitta. And his name was Hema Mali. And he was a gardener on the planet of Kuber. And he was Kuber's servant. It is described that Kuber and Lord Shiva are great friends. Shankar Bhagwan and Kuberji. Every day Kuber goes to meet Lord Shiva, Shankar Bhagwan. And his servant Hema Mali would go with Lord Shiva, with Kuber to Lord Shiva. And this Hema Mali, he had a beautiful garden. He would take 1008 lotus flowers and every day offer them with great devotion to Lord Mahadev. Hema Mali. And this he did for hundreds of years. Routine. Every day Kuberji would go and meet Shivji, their friends. And with Kuber, Hema Mali would go with, not Hema Malini, Hema Mali. He would take 1008 lotus flowers and go and offer them to Lord Shiva. After hundreds of years, Lord Shiva told him, "My dear Hema Mali, I am very pleased with you. Please ask me for any benediction." And Hema Mali said, "My dear Bhagwan Shivji, I never did this offering to you to expect anything from you. I did it because I have devotion for you. But if you want to offer me something, I have noticed whenever I come to meet you, you are always chanting the names of Krishna Ram. Rama Rameti Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasra Nama Tattulyam Rama Nama Manana." You are always chanting Ram Nam, Krishna Nam, Vaishnava Nam Yatha Shambhu. You are the greatest Vaishnava. So hearing from you Hari Nam, I have developed a desire to meet Lord Hari. So if you so desire, then give me this Ashirwad, give me this benediction, that someday I will see face to face Lord Krishna. And just like I offer you flowers, that day I want to offer flowers to Lord Krishna. Please grant me this benediction. And Shankar Bhagavan said, "Tathastu." In the future, you will not have to go to Lord Krishna. I will tell you the power of worshipping me. You will not have to go to Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna will come to your house. And you will not have to offer flowers. He will ask for them. And then that Hema Mali was born in Mathura as Sudhama, the garland maker. And Shri Krishna came to his house, and that's when he said, "Today my life is successful, my house is purified," and he got his benedictions also. As Divya Mataji was saying, the Dhobi, in his previous life, he was the Dhobi of Ayodhya who had criticized Sita ji. One day Lord Ramachandra was going incognito, walking through the streets of Ayodhya to get feedback. "Arav, naughty boy, I had told you something. You forgot." Lord Ramchandra wants to get feedback, anonymous feedback. So incognito he is going, walking on the streets of Ayodhya. What had I told you? He will do something. I have told him to create a monkey survey and put on the group, because I want to anonymously get feedback from all of you. How we can make this Friday satsangs better. Except making the classes shorter. that I know. But he forgot. I told him, you have to create that anonymous survey and put it on the group. Lord Ramchandra is walking for anonymous survey, anonymous feedback. When Lord Ramchandra was walking, he was outside the door of this dhobi, and he heard this wife came home late. All of you will be going home late today. But fortunately, all your husbands are here. So one wife came home late, and the husband got angry. "Why are you late?" And she said, "What late? It's okay, relax. Sita ji, 10 months was late, outside somewhere else, and Lord Ramchandra still accepted her. Why are you accusing me of being late? I am only late by a few hours. Come on, relax." And that dhobi got angry at his wife. He said, "I am not that henpecked husband like Ram who will accept his wife even though she has lived 10 months away from him. In my house, even if you are late by a few hours, I will not allow you entry in the house. I am not henpecked like that Ram." And Lord Ramchandra is listening to this. How this dhobi is criticizing Sita and Ram. That Sita who was so pure that she had passed the test of fire, Agni Pariksha. That Sita who had told Agnidev, "If for a fraction of a moment I have thought of Ravan or have thought of any man other than Ram, then let this fire burn me and consume me." And the fire did not even touch Shri Sita Devi. That was the purity of Sita. And that Sita is being blasphemed by this dhobi. Lord Ramchandra's heart broke, and he said, "I have accepted the position of a king, a position of authority. With authority, comes responsibility. If I have accepted the position of a king, then to set an ideal example of a king, I should be willing to sacrifice my personal happiness and sacrifice my personal family life. And therefore to set the strict example of a king, ideal king, on whom no one can point fingers, I will give up my wife. Then these people will not be able to say anything. And therefore Lord Ramachandra requested Lakshman to carefully take Sita ji to the ashram of Valmiki Muni, where she can give birth. She was carrying at that time. She was pregnant. Where she will give birth to Love and Kush and raise them in a very sattvic environment. And they never met after that. But it was because of this dhobi. Sinful dhobi. And this dhobi of Ayodhya who had criticized Sita and Ram took birth as that dhobi in Mathura. Now he is washing clothes for Kansa. And when Krishna asked for clothes, he said, "Hey, Gauti, villager, chal, out from here. Go back to those forests of Vrindavan. Don't come here in our luxurious city of Mathura." He was talking as if he had lost his head. And Krishna made it true. Hari Bol. The dhobi was killed. And the tailor who offered his clothes to Ram, Balram and Shri Krishna and their friends was also a tailor in Ayodhya in his previous life, according to Shri Gargacharya. Hari Bol. And he was that tailor who in emergency had stitched 4 sets of brand new clothes for Ram, Lakshman, Bharat and Shatrughna for their marriage. Because their marriage was last minute. Sita Swayamvar, okay, Sita and Ram, they will get married, but suddenly it was a Diwali sale. All 4 brothers and 4 sisters got married. So this tailor in emergency had stitched clothes for Lakshman, Bharat and Shatrughna also. And when on the marriage day he saw Sita, Ram, Lakshman, Hanumanji, beg your pardon, he saw Ram, Lakshman, Bharat, Shatrughna as bridegrooms getting married to Sita, Urmila and Manavi and Shuddhakirti. Mandavi. Divya Mataji. Mandavi and Shuddhakirti. Shuddhakirti Mataji. There is Shuddhakirti Prabhuji also. Hari Bol. So when this dhobi, when this tailor saw Ram, Lakshman, Bharat, Shatrughna in their marriage outfits, he felt so happy. Thank you, I got this service. And at that time, in his heart, he prayed that in my next life also, I want to stitch clothes for Lakshman and Ram and their friends. And therefore, that tailor of Janakpur took birth as the tailor of Mathura. Hari Bol. So Matajis, I told this story to tell this, that whatever consciousness we have in one life, it gets carried over to the next life. So when you have these wonderful babies in your womb, you have come today in the holy month of Kartik for Harikatha, for Satsang. That means these kids were devotees in their previous life. And now they are attracting you towards Krishna because they want to hear. So you see how all these examples, previous life carries over to the next life. Carry forward. Like we carry forward vacations. Like that. Neha vikraman ashosti pratyavayana vidyate swalpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. The bhakti is never lost. Bhakti is never destroyed. Therefore, it's very auspicious that you have come here in satsang. This is proof that these children in the womb are devotees of Krishna. And I pray that their auspicious advent in your family, in your life, proves to be a very beautiful, auspicious start to your life of Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. The class is actually over. Are there any questions? Yes, sir. Guru. Your hand went like this. People? Hands up. Any reflections? Yes, Divya Mataji.
I have a question about compassion for the other living entities. So I just wanted to share like a realization, like when I was really new in the Krishna consciousness, like like I was not like I was not into it, but like Shiksha, my Shiksha guru at that time, they still allowed me to make prasad. even
Gita
though-
Mataji
and
and Prabhuji, I'm forgetting Prabhuji's name. Govind Prabhu.
Yeah, Gita
Gita Govind Prabhu.
In fact, they also like kind of spoon fed me about how to make, and they would happily honor it also. And I felt doing that service improved my cooking and also improved my consciousness.
Pramod Prabhu is there to corroborate. Sir.
So yeah, I mean, and it made like it helped me in Krishna consciousness. And Prabhuji would used to honor very happily. Would also call me and ask me how did I make it. He would like the preparation. That time it was when I was like really new. So I was just wondering now when we are in that situation like suppose neighbors for Diwali, they may not be chanting, they may be eating meat, and if they want to make some offering, should we extend that without considering whether or not
You can just pray to Shri Krishna that I am doing this to cultivate friendship with them so that they can get connected to you. Please protect me when I eat this. And mentally you can offer it. Make sure it is vegetarian without onion garlic. Hari Bol.
And one more question I had, the shloka where Shiva says that 1,000 names of Vishnu are equal to one name of Ram, and there's another verse that talks about three names of Ram is equal to one name of Krishna. And I was hearing Vaisheshika Maharaj in Govardhan Hill when he was like doing the Chaitanya reading, and he was talking about pastimes where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he went to South India and some devotees were chanting Ram's name, started chanting Krishna's name. So one of the persons in that assembly asked that some people are so attracted to Ram that they won't change. They would still chant Ram. So what should we do? So Maharaj answered that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement accommodates everyone. Like Hare Krishna, Hare Ram has Ram in it. And he also mentioned, people ask Prabhupada, Ram, who's Ram in Muhammad? Is he Balram, is he Parshuram, is he Ramchandra? And Prabhupada said it's all of them. But isn't that contradicting to, I also heard one of the, Goswamis or who mentioned that Ram in Hare Krishna Mahamantra is Radharaman. So I was just wondering, I found those two statements contradictory. So,
Yadrishi bhavana yasya siddhir bhavati tadrishi. How your bhavana is, you will get siddhi accordingly. Yadrishi bhavana yasya siddhir bhavati tadrishi. That is a siddhanta. That as you meditate, as you have your feelings for Krishna, the holy name is Chintamani. Chintamani means it can give you anything. Harinam Chintamani. Nama Chintamani Krishna's Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha. Chintamani means it's a desire, like a desire tree. Whatever you want, it will give you. If you want Ram Bhakti, you want Parshuram Bhakti, you want Balram Bhakti, you want Krishna Bhakti, everything it can give. Nam is Sarva Samartha. So just like Krishna is Ananta, his names also have Ananta meanings. And you can chant Krishna Ram and call out to any form of the Lord, Supreme Lord, according to your bhav, according to your upasana, according to your heart. So you will get that result. Remember this, Yadrishi bhavana yasya siddhir bhavati tadrishi. As you meditate, you will get the results accordingly.
I'm wondering whether the contradiction in what Prabhupada said, and I don't remember the...
Oh no, it's not a contradiction, it is different angles of vision. Different angles of vision. Like an elephant. You touch the trunk of the elephant, you will feel elephant is like a pipe, flexible pipe. You feel the tail, you will think it is like a rope. You touch the side, broader side, you will think elephant is like a wall. You touch the legs, you will feel the elephant is like a pillar. You touch the ears, you will feel the elephant is like a fan. So different acharyas are giving us their angle of vision. And it is correct. It is not the acharyas are blind. Acharyas are giving us some angles of visions which they are seeing, and there are unlimited angles of vision. There are unlimited ways the holy name can be interpreted. Hare Ram is Radharaman. Srila Jiva Goswami, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur have said that. And Ram can also be Balaram. Throughout Bhagavatam, he is called Ram. Balaram is called Ram. Ram can be Dasarathi Ram. Shri Ramchandra, Ayodhyapati. Ram can be Parshuram also. So, Ramadi Murti Shukala Niyamana Krishna Nana Avatar. There are so many avatars and the names can refer to them. So it's like that. There is no contradiction, it's different angles of vision. Srila Prabhupada is giving one angle of vision. The Acharyas are giving different angles of vision. And we see all of them, we reconcile them, and we can align to that angle of vision which is closest to our heart, while having respect for other opinions. So we respect other opinions, but we can only follow one opinion. So we follow one opinion. For me, Hare Ram is Radharaman. For someone else, Hare Ram could be Sita Ram. Possible. For somebody else, Hare Ram could be Revati Ram. Revati Balram. Hare is Revati. Like that. So, Yadrishi Bhavana Yasya Siddhir Bhavati Tadrishi. Like that. Okay? Thank you. We'll talk. Today or tomorrow we'll talk. I was very busy yesterday and day before yesterday. Yes, last question on Viva.
When will we do the story that we left off?
Whenever Aparna Mataji gives story. Haribol. Okay, so are we doing Damodar Ashtakam? Okay, everything is ready. So let's sing Damodar. No more questions, right? Thank you. Hare Krishna. Thank you for tolerating me. It was super long class, but the reason is because next Friday no class. Next Friday we are in Baltimore. So, double. Haribol. Huh? Hare Krishna. So we'll have Damodar Ashtakam now. Where is Lord Damodar? Lord Damodar is here. So, Amrit Prabhu, तुम्ही इकडे या आणि सगळ्यांना सांगा कसं करायचं. Just the logistics of things. So I request Sanatana Prabhu, Haribol, please come and manage. Keshavada will also help Sanatana Prabhu. Because we have a lot of devotees and the space is little. Because we have so many devotees, we want to make sure.
Let's do the kids first.
Okay. एक बार announce कर दो.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So all the kids can start, starting from the first row.
And I think today we'll do with Damodar Ashtakam.
Yes,
है ना?
yes.
बहुत समय लगेगा. Hare Krishna, Anjali Mataji, that story about flowers was specially for you. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Okay, we'll do Damodar Ashtakam now, and I will. Who wants to lead Shri Damodar Ashtakam? Okay, why don't we do this? We'll all sing together.
Yay!
To save time because we are running late. So we'll not do call and response, we'll sing together. Is that okay? All of us together. We'll need one kartal and one mridang only. Narayan will play mridang and one devotee can play. Huh? Abhinav is playing kartal, okay.
Where do we keep them?
Abhinav, you want to say something? Mataji Singh, what you have to tell afterwards, we'll tell now. So serious. Okay, let's get started. Thank you for your patience, dear devotees. Shri Damodar Ashtakam. Namamishwaram Satchidanandarupam Satkundalam Gokule Prajamanam Yashodabhiyo Lokhaladhavamanam Param Krishnam Bhatyanta Kodrutya Gopya Udantamohorneka Chupam Vrijantam Karam Bhojam Yugamena Satankanekam Shwasakam Patri प्रकण्ठा स्थितग्रैव दामोदरं भक्तिबद्धम् इति दृक्स्वलीलाभे आनन्दकुण्डे स्वदोषं निमज्जन्तं ज्ञापयन्तम् तदीयेषु तद्मेषु भक्त्यर्जितत्वम् पुनः प्रेमतस्तं शतावृत्तिवन्दे परं देवमोक्षं मोक्षवधिं न चान्यं वृणेऽहं वरेषदपीहा इदं देव पूर्णाथ गोपालपालम् सदा मे मनस्याविरास्तं किमन्ये इदं ते मुखाम्भोजम् अत्यन्तमीरे हितं कृत्वायस्निग्धायश्च गोप्या मुमुश्चुम्बितं बिम्बाधरं मे मनस्याविरास्तामानं लक्षलाभे नमो देवदामोदरानन्दविष्णो प्रसीद प्रभो दुःखजलाभिमग्नम् कृपादृष्टिवृष्ट्यातिनियं ददानो देहाणेशमामज्ञं देहक्षिदृष्ट्या कुबेरात्मजौ बद्धपूजयय्वा मयामुचितौ भक्तिभाजकृतौ च तथा प्रेम भक्तिं स्वाभावे प्रयच्छ नमोक्षेत्रमो मेऽस्ति दामोदरेण नमस्ते स्तुतामे सुरक्षितिधामे हृदयोदराय विश्वस्य धाम्ने नमो राधिकाय च प्रियाय नमो नन्दलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम् नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपम् सत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानम् यशोदाभियो लोकलाघवमानम् परामृष्टमत्यन्तगोप्या हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे राम 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 हरे हरे
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Hare